All right, y'all. So yesterday, the creators in the content creator program did provide us the details for Super Saiyan Bardock, and we went to take a look there on my channel yesterday and break down everything Bardock's doing. And I actually got a couple of replies talking about how they disagree with me in terms of how good Bardock is, at least based off of his initial details. Now, again, I do want to note we don't know Bardock's actual skill cooldowns or his numbers, or how he may look like pre-transformation. There's a lot of deciding factors that can change how a character may be in game. But what I will say is, I mean, Bardock has the tools to be very powerful. I mean, he pretty much has like a built-in steel skin in a sense. He has AoE normal attacks that he could activate eventually. He just has the skill too. This is probably one of the most disgusting moves I think they ever have implemented in this game, because this could be activated against multiple enemies and it could be a 4-man wrath. Now, Wrath does force you to go ahead and use rush attacks only, and it is only for a short period of time, but you could chain this into multiple Bardock's moves, like using this, or you could use this, and then keep in mind, if you re-enter the same command or use a different skill, it'll stop guarding, and what'll happen is he also gets extra HP the more enemy heroes with Wrath applied to them. So we see he gets a little bit amount of HP here with Wrath applied to the enemy, but you know, if there's multiple people attacking him, he will get a lot of extra Wrath along with this guard. It also damages them, by the way. With these counterattacks, it does damage them on top of that, but you could Wrath them and then you could use your ultimate, push them back just like a certain amount, and then with skill 3, if you're far enough away, I realize the PNG cuts off right there. Actually, it looks really funny. If you're far enough away, you could stagger them as well. It's like Bardock has a lot of crowd control with his kit. Even skill 1 pushes them back. He's just able to just hold down these characters. And just that skill 2, man. A built-in 4-person wrath is so insane. But a lot of people are saying they don't think Bardock is broken. So let's go ahead and take a look at what people are thinking when it comes to Bardock. And we'll just go down my comment section here on YouTube first, actually, since that's where I think I saw a lot of the disagreements. Then we'll take a look at the Twitter replies as well, just to see what, you know, people are saying. So taking a look here first, Toshi be like, okay, Bardock, hit the second tower. Oh, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, Bardock is 100% making a mark on the meta. I mean, I can't say for sure if Bardock is 100% better than Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but he might be. I think it's a very strong chance. The only thing about Vegeta is Bardock is more like a better version of Khalifa, is what I would say, than Vegeta. I feel like Vegeta is gonna do a different role, and Vegeta might be potentially better early game with how the stun kick works. It's a very powerful early game. I'm in bot lane. It's really, really, really good. The thing is, Vegeta doesn't really his passive skills, nothing really crazy. We need, again, this is where we need to see how strong Bardock is early game, and that's where you can, you know, argue like, oh, Vegeta versus, you know, Bardock, which one is the better of the tanks? We still have Cooler and Khalifa who are competitive, but realistically, it's gonna be between Vegeta and Bardock, I'm thinking, unless like Cell gets a massive early game boost, Baby performs a different role, but it's just a thing of, I don't think that they needed to get Bardock all that, right? I think Bardock does enough. Maybe you could, it's kind of like the ultimate Gohan kind of feeling, or again, the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta kind of feeling, where this guy does everything that a tank would want to do. Ultimate Gohan does like multiple things that technical characters could do, like kind of a piece of every pie, right? I think the only thing Bardock doesn't have is anti-CC, unlike Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which is massive, but it's still pretty crazy. So, Father Bardock, you deserve this. I do agree. Now, how Bardock plus Topo would be. Bardock pulls enemies in whilst Topo counters with Bardock. Oh, I don't know if... I don't think that would count outside of Super Vegito. Like, Super Vegito with his AoE normals. I would argue, though, like, the enemy Bardock being aggroed into Topo's counter, that could be something that could happen. But because when Bardock aggroes the enemy, like, you can't counter with Topo, and it also counts that. At least the counter with Topo won't really be doing a lot of damage. Pretty much, unless it's like you counter with Topo first, and then as the enemies try to go away, then you route them in with Bardock. That's kind of what you would have to do. Then Topo's counter would be able to basically guaranteed hit. I also think Bardock will actually be a pretty good character to use with Topo, actually. So I can definitely see like Bardock and Topo being a interesting lane. Bardock plus Oob, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Oob doesn't really go bot lane, if I'm not mistaken, though. Any other bot lane characters? I mean, I guess it can kind of hold someone in place for Super Saiyan 3 Goku to just IT on them and kill them. Like a Bardock and Super Saiyan 3 Goku bottom lane. That could work. I could definitely see that actually have an effect. Who else? I mean, Bardock would be really good for allowing Piccolo to not get targeted by the enemy team. That's for sure. Like when you're trying to boss secure, and especially like in the early 2 bosses, sometimes it's a little easy to be able to target Piccolo unless you're like a very experienced Piccolo or your teams know how to play around protecting Piccolo. So that can be interesting. I mean, Deborah, yeah, I guess Bardock and Deborah lane could actually work out. I mean, Deborah just needs the time to hit these enemies, and yeah, that's kind of it. Like, you could realistically, Bardock plus Deborah, you Wrath with Bardock, then use Deborah's skill too, and then no vanishing step. So that's like, okay, they get Wrath, then they can't vanish after, and then you will assuredly, you have a really good shot at actually landing the petrification. I mean, that could be, maybe that's why they nerfed Deborah, because they're like, hey, Bardock plus Deborah with on command Wrath seems pretty good. Maybe this guy shouldn't be able to fill his gauge as fast. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't. Sure. GG's to every free-to-play player in the game. It was all laughing giggles until Bardock comes in Squadra. I mean, like, he does so much, and it's really that skill 3. But like everything else, like, this is still like a pretty good ultimate. Like, just pushing enemies back like that, and it has a pretty wide range as well. This still also just like pushes enemies back as well. I mean, the only issue I can see with this guy maybe being is like burst damage with Kale, but Kale one-shots everyone anyways in the game, so it's not like a Bardock only issue. Like, Kale could one-shot literally anyone, so that's just Kale existing. You give Kale snowball stacks, everyone is cooked. It's not a specific person who accidentally opened this. You give Kale snowball stacks and literally everyone is cooked, man. It's not a certain person or a certain thing. It is what it is, right? So yeah, that's the thing. Like, every character, wait till he's playable. Right now, that second skill looks OP when in reality it's probably a really bad mid to late game. We don't know yet. I don't think he's that good in my opinion, but I've been wrong before. I don't see how that's the case. Like, the thing is, you're saying it's, how is it? I don't, it's like you're saying Reldo was bad. Is it because you think that, the thing is, I feel like you may be thinking, oh man, everyone attacking you at once would be really tough for Bardock, but they're forced to do normal attacks. Like, I think I'm literally gonna pull up the game right now just to show you guys that Wrath forces you to do rush attacks, right? And we have the description for Wrath in the game. In the actual, what's it called, game guide, which I by the way, you know, if you guys don't know about the game guide, I recommend checking out the game guide. Wait, there's something in the news? What is this? No, there's nothing in the news. It just, okay, sure. If we take a look here at the game guide, we could see, where is the obstructions here? Yeah, here's Wrath down here. Oh, it's not telling us what Wrath does just yet. Where is the effects? It's not nullifying effects. It's not this one. Action effects, is it this one? Yeah, right here. So Wrath, forced to move towards certain targets, and you continuously use res attack. You're forced to use res attacks. It's not like, oh, it's not like Provoke, where I could unleash all my skills on Caulifla. I could just throw everything and have auto aim. No, it's not like that. This is, you're forced to use rush attacks, right? it's not provoked where you can use a skill. It's different. Or like we said with like, well, provoke is the Khalifa ability. Now it doesn't last nearly as long, but it's still about 2 seconds, man. Like that, imagine hitting multiple enemies, target them towards you, and then you're just open for the entire enemy team to unload on you. Like, yes, the skill 2 is going to destroy team fights. I don't see where it would be bad. It's only bad mid to late game if you're like really losing. So that's pretty much it. Like, it's actually just pretty nasty. Patch notes need to be godly or recooked. I will actually have a patch notes video come out in the next day or so. I think probably tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have it out for tomorrow. And also, my dog keeps barking like in the background. If you guys hear him, it is he just barks at anyone that passes by the door. I'm trying to record, but it is what it is. So just ignore him. You know, if you he's just being a little silly guy. Wild Roar is a double-edged sword when you think about it. Sure, counters and stuff, but they could easily kill you if you pull more enemies. Well, again, that's where it's like rush attack specifically. Pulling it out of enemies, especially with Pursuer. Yeah. No one's running Wicked Warrior, man. No one's running Wicked Warrior. I don't think that this changes the Divine card meta. Yeah, unless the Bardock's dumb, he's a tank mean he's gonna push the team fights. Use skill 2 in team fight, he gets 3 people, and you have 2 people on your team. These 3 people will die fast because they can't fight back. Yeah, I mean, if you use it by yourself in like a 1v3 situation, then you're gonna be cooked. But you use that in team fights, right? Or against bosses. That's what I mean. It's not saying it's bad, it's a little team dependent. I mean, yeah. But like, this game is built around working with your team and team fighting, no? Like, yeah, right. Time has finally come for you to play Squadron. Oops, socks are wrong. Okay, low key, yes, because if you guys don't know, Oob's skill 2 actually gets him no obstruction. Right here, unstoppable effect, right? When you have this skill 2 up, you actually can't be obstructed, which means that you cannot have Wrath or Provoke or anything like that apply to you with his skill 2. And I think this is one of the more underrated characters in the game right now. Oob's pretty good. This skill 2 will allow you to kind of counter that essentially, and it's really nice to have that ability for him. I mean, anti-CC, we could think of Broly as well, but like, what other character has that at the top of my head? Pretty much no other character really has that. And I mean, like, the only character that could counter Bardock would be like the, but it's like you could also play around Deborah in a way. I mean, it's pretty easy to play around him, and even if Deborah does petrify you, it doesn't matter if the rest of the team is dead anyways, and he gets ganged up on regardless, right? Like, your team might kill Deborah before he kills you. It's essentially what's going to happen with that ability. So yeah. Also, it's like Deborah, his rush attacks and negates filling up at the same time. It's not like he really gets a majority of them from his skill, right? The tail doesn't need to change to gold with Super Saiyan. Oh, I do like that though. You enjoy fucking up Super Saiyan 3 and Ohan with Bardock. Yeah, I want to see the range of skill 2 at level 1 and 2 and the duration. Will be, oh yeah, Superstar, bro, that's gonna make that skill really crazy. Yeah, Bardock and top 7 Cell are both tanks. I mean, give this guy a health buff, and give him health buff and skill 3 no obstruction or anti-CC, whatever you want to call it. That could be really good. Funny enough, Baby, actually, you know, when he possesses someone, it's technically really funny, but since you're just gonna do rush attacks, like, Baby will not really be affected by it as much as well. Kind of hilarious. I think Cooler could iframe through it with his immune to all, but it's very niche scenarios. Let's take a look here at Twitter comments, and then we'll kind of end from here. He's so peak, seems very good overall, but skill 2 seems like it can be stunned out of, so maybe it won't be that good. The rest seems pretty good, but not too insane. I mean, the thing is, okay, it could be a thing of like skill 2, if you could stun out of skill 2, it's like you have to be already not affected by it, and then you have to go in and target Bardock. But is it worth doing that? I don't know, like jumping in there. I guess it would be, but that skill 2 scares me. Daddy, okay. Actually seems like overall number 1. Feels like a mixture of Zamasu and Vegeta Super Saiyan. I would say Caulifla. This guy's like just like a better Caulifla. Potentially. I mean, Provoke still works a lot different. Provoke is still very powerful, don't get me wrong. It lasts longer too. But we'll see. Do you think he'd be solidly second best tank? But unless Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta gets another nerf, he will still be best tank. His specific combos of tank mechanics is way too powerful. Everything else he needs is on demand with no conditions. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. Because I feel like Vegeta, I don't know, it's tough. Because both of them are going to be really good for boss secure as well. Vegeta is more defensive, but Bardock's more like, I feel like Vegeta, if you land his kick into a wall, that's like really good as well. But Bardock feels like he's gonna open up more plays. Vegeta kind of is really good at like tower defending or, you know, ulting on boss to help secure a boss. But Bardock has his skill 2, which will help you kind of aggro enemies off a boss. He has his ultimate as well, which could still push enemies off a boss. He has skill 1, which could do the same thing. Like, I feel like, especially with skill 2 and his stun on skill 3, he might be a character that could open up more plays than Vegeta, potentially. But Vegeta is just like gonna be better at defending, or yeah, pretty much like defending is where Vegeta is gonna be like a lot more superior at, especially again with this barrier wall. I mean, Vegeta might be better at early game secure because of that barrier wall. I mean, I guess you could also aggro 2 of the enemies off Kai and then have your ally steal Kai, right? So we'll see. They're making a gap between season tanks and game ones because holy fuck. I mean, I feel like the thing is that like Baby plays a different role. But besides Baby playing like just a different role, I still think Cooler and Khalifa are good, but they're like a tier under. You feel Wild Rock can stay the same, but it has to be rush attack range. It's pretty much a copy of Axis Provoke from Dota 2, so it might not be as bad. We'll see. His cooldowns, I mean, his cooldowns could be very long, right? So many boss secures will be stopping this guy. He'll basically be trolling the enemy team to take the fight with the losing hand. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think a huge chunk of this depends on skill 2, so again, by his kit, he looks pretty nasty and pretty stupid. But it's possible this has like a 30-second cooldown. And it's like, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think it'd be longer than like a 30-second cooldown. And even then, it's like you will have that ready for bosses or a lot of interactions. And he has a stagger. Which, you know, it's not even that far of a distance, man. We'll see. But I think one other thing that can be important is, again, how it looks like pre-transformation. Like, for example, Super Vegito and Cell are both characters that I think are a bit weak pre-transformation. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, there are some pretty good character balance patch kind of notes. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But I'll catch you next time. Peace out.